Hello everyone, welcome back. Please comment, rate, subscribe, folks. Comment, rate, subscribe, like the videos. Also share the videos. I want to thank everyone that does like, watching, and share my videos. You folks are the absolute best. Listen, folks, there's a link tree down below. Please go down there to that link tree. It has a link to all my social media. Please follow me across all of my social media. Also has the links to all my YouTube pages too. Please subscribe to all my YouTube pages and turn on your notifications. And I want to thank everyone that gets involved with any of those links that are in that link tree as well. I also will be live streaming and doing a live radio show Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern, I will be doing a live radio show, and again, I'll be live streaming. We'll be talking about the Jets' loss to the Raiders, but we'll also be talking about the Jets' upcoming game as well in that live stream. So I want to thank everyone that joins me. I can't wait to talk football with you folks. So with that said and put to the side, I want to talk to you folks today about Gregg Williams being fired as the Jets' defensive coordinator. You look at this situation with Gregg Williams, man, what a bad call. Jets are beating the Raiders. All they need to do is, keep the Raiders out of the end zone, and they end up with their first W of the year. There was so many ups and downs in that football game, so many times when, it looked like the Jets were just out of it, and they were able to fight and claw their way back, and all we needed was a stop. All we needed was a stop to get that first W of the year. And he called a zero blitz. Why? Who knows? I've seen film of him doing it in the past, but let me tell you something. When you understand your personnel, especially currently on this football team, and you understand what's been going on here, you want to minimize any possibility of a big mistake happening. And so when you take all that into account as a coordinator, you don't make that call. You don't make that call. I don't care if he's done it, wherever else he's been a defensive coordinator at. You look at this New York Jets team this year, okay, this 2020 Jets team. You don't make that call. You just don't. You go into a prevent defense and you keep the Raiders out of the end zone. But we didn't do that. He called a zero blitz, left Lamar Jackson alone with Henry Ruggs, one of the fastest wide receivers in the league, clearly the fastest probably player on the Raiders. And he beat Lamar with no safety help, no nothing. And, got the game-winning touchdown. Here's the deal with this. Gregg Williams honestly has been the best coach on this staff for 2 years, and it's not even been close. First year, I think he was without Avery Williamson and C.J. Mosley. There were various injuries within the secondary at times as well. We had Tremaine Johnson, who was probably the worst corner we've ever had. And he was still able to plug guys in there and make them make plays, and not only just plug them in there and make them make plays, but also we saw players that we had under Todd Bowles really mature and have success within Gregg Williams' scheme. With him here as a defensive coordinator, guys like Nathan Shepard, Fadu Kasi is a great example of that. I remember people were writing him off and saying that he's a guy that we'll move on from eventually. He's just kind of on the roster, and we've really seen him flourish and step up. So many guys have been put in positions to make plays. So many guys have really, Harvey Lange, Neville Hewitt, all these guys that we just saw continuously, be able to put in the forefront of a scheme and be successful. It was because of Gregg Williams was here as a defensive coordinator. He just got the best out of a lot of guys that we thought weren't going to be very good here. Now, with that said, should he have made that call? No. Should he have been fired for it? I mean, I guess, it's an egregious. It is that egregious to do something so stupid, especially when we're in as dire straits as we are. But I look at this situation and I go, okay, he was going to get fired at the end of the season anyway. It is what it is. So him being gone is kind of like, hey, what's done is done. But it's funny that ever since his firing, we've heard about Adam Gase coming out talking about how, hey, it was his decision to fire Gregg Williams. He felt like the team couldn't go forward with Gregg as the defensive coordinator because of the situation, the call. He didn't feel like it was necessary. Now he's coming out saying he wished that he had overruled the call. Listen, if Gregg Williams can be fired for the call that he made, the zero blitz, then Adam Gase should have been fired 2 years ago. Adam Gase should have been fired, earlier this season. Adam Gase has made calls. Adam Gase and Darren Loggins have made multiple calls just like that, if not worse, during a football game. I'll continue to talk about those 3 running plays before we punted to the Raiders. That to me was egregious. That to me was egregious. They gave up on that drive. If we get a first down when we had the ball back after the turnover on downs from the Raiders, if we had gotten a first down, the game would have been over there. But again, the play calling in critical moments offensively was horrific, and we've seen that throughout the season. So, should Gregg Williams have been fired? Okay, yeah, I'll give it. But Adam Gase, there's no wiggle room for him and no room for him to be yipping, yapping, and running his mouth. Like him and Loggins shouldn't have been gone weeks and if not years ago. You know, you've made some calls that have been horrific and egregious as well. And I'm hoping at the end of the season they're held accountable for that too. The same way that Gregg Williams was held accountable for that zero blitz call. So I want you folks to comment down below. Let me know what you folks think. How do you feel about Gregg Williams being out as our defensive coordinator? I know that we have another defensive coordinator, Coach Bush. He's going to step in as our, interim defensive coordinator going forward. So let me know how you folks feel. What are you thinking? And I'll talk to you folks again later on. Have a good one. Peace.